Hello everybody, today we got a PSA return. I'm not super happy with it. I know what they were trying to do. The overpopulated cards that have been in the modern sets have been, I don't know, it really hasn't really reduced the value on it because obviously it's still sought after. You have the Umbreon, which the VMAX from Evolving Skies, which basically has more PSA 10s than PSA 9s. Which doesn't really exist with a high value card like that. And like, I mean, I get it. I get it. The scrutiny that they're giving on these cards now is crazy because we've sent in so many submissions prior, again, with a pretty good PSA 10 rate. Usually 60 to 80% of the whole thing is PSA 10. So again, I've had a look at this. I put it in order because some of it, to me, doesn't make sense. I'm probably gonna end up cracking them, sending them back. Like, PSA owns this, and there's not a whole lot we can do about it other than just try and fight the system. So let me show you what we've received and why. Because honestly, like, to me, the why factor doesn't exist. Like, I'm trying to find why. It doesn't exist on a few of these cards. Some of them, yes. Some of them, I don't know. Maybe I was in just La La Land sending them out. Because usually I'm pretty good on the centering. Usually pretty good. I probably miss a couple cards here and there, but let me show you. Let me show you. All right. Okay. So, PSA box. Again, I have it in order from worst to best. Come on, give me some. Thank you. It's quite a few. So, we'll start right off the top. Again, got Charizard promo. I have been trying to figure out, like, it's pretty well centered. I did measure it. It's like, it's pretty close. But to me, I couldn't find why they gave a 5. And then there's a slight crease on the card, but honestly, I don't know. Like, to me, this is just craziness. When I sent that thing in, it was like these promos from Sun and Moon. I know they're really crappy, and the finish on them have like, just how they put them in the boxes was horrible. So the PSA 10s of those, crazy value because there's not a lot of them. Again, this I don't know. It's pretty well centered. There's probably some sort of hollow scratch. I'm just you know, there's very minimal when it comes to the white. I didn't expect 10 on this because it's not going to exist on the vintage cards. It just doesn't exist. This blew me away. Like, I mean, a 9. I knew it was going to be at least a 9. There's no 10 on this one because that's just kind of what I bought it as. But a 7, like, I don't know. I'm just at a loss for words. I'm better off just basically selling it for what I bought it for and just call it a day. Like, yeah, it's a little side heavy there. There's a small nick on one of the corners, but I don't know. I was trying to find out. This one. I have no why on this. Like this, and it's so random. This I knew because there's hollow scratches, so that's fine. This, I mean, honestly, this thing was stupidly clean. Like, just stupidly clean. And even the hollow on it is pretty well near mint. The back on it, pretty well centered. It's a little right heavy, but this thing, there's no way it should have been a 7, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just losing it. Like, and these Yokohama deck promos, again, these are Japanese. Like, these are not. I knew this one was probably a 9. I didn't think this one would be an 8. I don't know. I'm just at a loss. So those were the, I want to say, crappier ones. So this is the 9s and the 10s. So again, this one has more of an offset than the other one. So like I'm not sure. I'm not sure where the visual sits. Like I feel like it should be opposite. Like even on the back. This one, these ones I was hoping one at least a 10. The other one I was hoping for a 9, but it didn't exist for us. It just didn't exist for us. Again, this one was pretty clean. Like again, there was very well centered. I was hoping it would have been a PSA 10, but again, someone wasn't having a good day. They just didn't want to give me those numbers that I was looking for. Again, same idea. This one I think was slightly left heavy. Yeah, this one's right heavy, so that's, again, understandable. This one was pretty good. I don't know. It's a little side heavy. I received these a lot of the Sun and Moon stuff in a little set with the Latias and Latios card. The main desire that was out of that little set was basically just that card. So these were all bonuses that were part of it. But yeah, like it just like so frustrating. You're at the mercy of PSA. This one I pulled. Again, was hoping for a 10 in this one, but it's just a little offset. Bottom there, you can kind of see. The back was pretty good. There wasn't any real white spots. And then the trainers I'm after. Yeah, I'm after the trainers on these. I don't know. I'm just after PSA 10s, but I guess this one just didn't make the cut. This one was pretty clean too. This one was pretty clean. I don't know. I might have to crack this one and just sub it back. I think this was the last. No, these two. This one's the last of the. Yeah. So I don't know. There's a few here. I definitely think I need to crack them and send them back. It's not like PSA allows for regrades. So never received the off-center card from PSA. So there's that. And then we start the few cards that came back in a PSA 10, which going forward, I'm going to have to be super anal about and really pay attention to what I'm sending out and what's perfectly centered. There's no more like, oh, it's like a 60-40, 55-45 on each side. No, apparently it just doesn't exist anymore. It's a 50-50, 50-50, up, down, side to side. So there's a few cards here that are good. So we got Gardevoir GX, got the Moltres, and Zapdos, and Articuno GX from Hidden Fates. The two, again, these are all bonus cards. 2 Jesse and James ones. We got the Charizard and Braxton GX, Leafeon GX, and the Articuno. So a few Hidden Fates. Well, I guess more than a few. Pretty much they were all Hidden Fates except for the one Cosmic. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say PSA screwed me because obviously this is the judgment call and something should have been paid more attention to by myself. I'm usually pretty anal, but I guess I was just, I don't know. I guess I was just excited. There's quite a few cards there that are just awesome and I just wanted to send them out. I probably got burned on them because I was just so excited about that little bundle set I got that I definitely overlooked a few cards. Moving forward, again, I get the measurement tool. The measurement tool gives you how centered each border is. and you'll be able to actually put it on the panel and be able to see how level it is up and down, side to side. I mean, any white spots in the back, I don't care how well centered it is, it's not getting into it. The idea now is basically measure everything. I'm gonna have to measure every single card I send out, like not just eye it. Again, I'm usually pretty good on the eyes, so but again, like I've seen PSA 10s that are a 60-40, so it is frustrating that they just change the grading spectrum of what's to be a 10 and what's to be a 9 and what's to be an 8 and what's to be a 7. So it's very frustrating that way because there's no consistency. So it's up to the grader. It's, you know, how well of a day they were having, how bad of a day they were having. So it's a mix of everything. So it is frustrating. There's no way of doing human consistency because human error does play a small bit into everything that we touch. Humans are not perfect. We are not perfect. It just doesn't exist. Even computers make mistakes. Like it happens. There's no perfect AI system. There's no perfect computer system. It just doesn't work. So until they make some sort of perfect thing that these cards, and under the scrutiny of like a camera to it perfectly squared up in the camera and everything is checked from side to side, there'll never be a perfect scenario where all the cards are gonna come back. I mean, even when I picked these up, Gold Star was basically saying to me, it's like, a lot of people got screwed. Like, and again, I understand the scrutiny of these cards. They do not want an overpopulace of certain cards that are going to exist in Scarlet Violet, and they also don't want a massive number of PSA 10s into the Scarlet and Violet stuff. So I know that I sent out a lot of the 151s, hoping that there's quite a few PSA 9s that are probably going to come back in that one. Just because, again, I was so excited with the 151, I just sent it out. Just sent it out, called it a day. Hope for the best. So I'm hoping that my judgment paid better than what these were, because this was bad. This was just bad. So again, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe, like, comment, pay attention for more. We always got stuff coming out every week. Thank you. Have a great day.